Hello guys, I know there's no one here yet, but the hi is for people that come in later, because I have been realising people do come in later, so thank you for that. So as the title suggests, we're going to be doing a project pan shot my stash today. So I'm going to go in first with the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched eye base, and I'm not going to be showing usage because straight after this video, or maybe tomorrow actually, I'm going to be doing my project pan update for 2024. So I don't want to spoil it. And I know some people don't watch live, so I definitely need to get that up as just a normal upload. But let's just say there's some progress this month, which I'm really happy about. Right, what now? Primer, I guess. Let's have a look. I don't think it's project pan. No, my project... No, I've got one that's in project, sorry. We'll use the glowy one. So I'll just keep it in here, and it's the Becca backlighting filter, I think. But I'm going to need a pore minimising one, and that isn't in project. So I think that's the only thing we'll be using that isn't in a project pan. So I've not told people that I'm going live today. I just thought I'd do it. I might struggle for Sunday, like second chance Sunday, which I don't know. I'm going to try not to. I've just got a lot to do between now and Monday. I'm starting a new course on Monday, and it's a teaching assistant course. I actually passed. I passed on the level that I wanted to be on, level 2. So I start that Monday for 6 weeks. So you might not see as much from me. I feel like lives are much easier to do. I feel like I'll do them more. But actual content that I have to edit, I don't think you're going to see a lot of that. I mean, I think there's like 4 videos. And with the one, like I'm going to try and do the project pans because they're due to be uploaded. So I definitely want to try them, and they don't take as long. So, yeah, I will do them. But everything else that I had planned is just going to have to wait until I'm off the course. I need to focus on this teaching assistant course. And everything else just has to wait, really. Because this isn't my full-time job, you know, it's not even a part-time job, the money that I earn from AdSense. And I'm not complaining about it, I'm just trying to tell you that I could never live off the money that I'm earning off Google AdSense. Right, so I did say I wanted a glowy primer, even though I've put that pore minimising one pretty much everywhere. We'll use some of this as well. Reminds me of the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I think I put too much on this side. Oh my gosh, I'm looking like the Tin Man. Let's get some on the head. Let's just look like the Tin Man all over. Apart from the nose, I don't want my nose being as shiny. Okay. So, I would normally go live a little bit later than this, but I just thought, do it now. Like I said, I've got a lot to do in the next couple of days. Right, so I'm not using concealer at the moment. Spoiler alert, I've used the 2 concealers that were in my project pan. So I don't know if this is going to be a project. I can show you the usage because there's loads left. I don't know if I'm ever going to put that in a project, but I'm using it at the moment. It's a good eye brightener. Don't think you can get it anymore, but Makeup Revolution do one that's supposed to be very, very similar. So I'm going to be using this for kind of the next month now, really, because I don't want to pull any more concealers out, because I haven't done that in the Shop My Stash, you know. And the Shop My Stash is going to go up tonight. It was basically, I filmed it last week, but I just wanted to give myself another week using the Project Pan Shop My Stash products I've got, which I'm going to be using today. So yeah, I just delayed it going up by a week. Right, foundation. So the foundation, I'm not showing you the progress, but trust me, there's good progress on it, guys. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Because I've not been using any of my Shop My Stash foundations, because I've not... there's a hair on it. I just thought I would, while I've not actually put the Shop My Stash up yet, I just thought I would use this. So that's why there's so much good progress. And I used it a lot last month as well. Okay. I think I'm going to put some of this. This is Project Pan as well. Well, no, not really. I just use it all the time. It's the Face Facts Vitamin C Facial Mist. So I'm going to put some on. The sponge. Lisa, hi. Just thought I would do another live. Because as of next week, I don't know what I'll be doing. I do feel like I'll be able to do lives though, because my days are only going to be filled. Depends on what my brain is functioning like though, after all the learning that I'm going to be doing. So they've contacted me today with all the logins that I need. And there's like 3 different systems they expect us to log into, which is fine. But one of them doesn't even work. So it's like, okay, it's now after 5. No one's going to be in the office, because they only sent me the information at 5:15. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be logged into this course at 9:30 on Monday. So I sent admin an email, and then I read the email again, and it said, if you can't log in for any reason, email me. She told me who she was. So I also sent my tutor the information. I mean, I think they expect some kind of teething problems, because they said, if you can't log into this website, let me know. If you can't log into this website, let me know. So obviously they've had teething problems before, and it goes on the username they've provided me with. I can log into 2 of the other systems apart from the main system which controls Teams, and it's like, I'm going to miss out on all the tutorials then, aren't I? Well, not tutorials, webinars. God, it feels weird not putting concealer on. I feel like I really need it today. Just going to have to stay like that. I have been using this all week, this Fenty Beauty. This is one of the items I did pull out of my Shop My Stash. We won't use that today because that's not Project Pan. This is the same as It's the Revolution. I was going to say Revelation. Revolution peach powder. And there's loads in it. Absolutely loads. Look. Yeah, I think they have. I think they have had the same issues. So they're kind of like saying, if you've got any issues, contact us. Which I've contacted 2 people now within that company. So if they don't get it sorted out for Monday, then it's not really a problem that I have any control over, is it? What am I supposed to do, you know? If she's not contacted me by 9 o'clock on Monday, I've got a email address and I've got a mobile number. My tutor, that is. I'll contact her directly. Did you get my email? So I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with the doctors. The receptionist, more to the point, about my blood tests that I went for on Wednesday. So the blood test that I went for on Wednesday, oh my gosh. Guys, you saw that great big jug of water that I carry around that I bought from Primark. I drank 3.6 litres. Obviously not before I went for the blood test, like the previous night and early morning. And then I would say near enough a full litre before my blood test appointment. I was waiting 2 hours for the actual appointment. So I wasn't happy about that. Good job I took a good book. When I finally got in to see the phlebotomist, so she wasn't just a nurse, she was a phlebotomist who specialises in taking blood. When I finally got in to see her, I thought I'd be in and out, which wasn't the case with me, because complications come with me all the time. I know I'm smiling and joking about it, but they can never get my blood. The last time I went for bloods taken at the doctor's, I had a collapsed vein because they couldn't actually grab the blood. And this time, she tried my right arm. Because I have the implant on the left arm, she tried that first. And then she said, I'll just try your left arm. And she was feeling about for ages. And she said, oh, I found a vein. So she managed to get the blood. Oh, good. She said, you know, I can tell you've been drinking a lot of water. And yeah, that was that. So I just thought to myself, right, I've just got to wait 2 days now for my blood test results. Waited the 2 days, contacted the doctor today, well, this afternoon, and I said, have you got my results? So anyway, they had. Why they hadn't contacted me, because I'm due a follow-up appointment with my doctor as well as soon as the results come in. Why they hadn't contacted me, let me just try and do this as I'm doing my makeup, otherwise it's going to be a long ass video. Bronzer. So we're using That's Expensive Project Pan bronzer for this month. Let me get a brush. And I said to the receptionist, I had an appointment on Wednesday at the blood clinic. I'm just wondering if you've got my blood test results back yet. Gave him my name and date of birth. And she said, oh, have you got a follow-up appointment booked? I said, it's not booked, no. I said, I had to go for these blood tests because we was unsure what's causing the tiredness, whether it's my mental health or whether there's something more sinister going on. That's why I was sent for them in the first place. And she said, oh, right. She said, well, the doctor wants to see you. And I said, oh, okay, that's fine. Can we book an appointment now? And she said, well, the thing is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, don't start this. Right, I think what I'll do because I like to kind of chisel it out. I'm just going to go in with this Fenty Beauty powder. I have been using concealer to do it, but I don't have a concealer to hand. And this is very, very light powder. So she's like, the thing is, he's been off for a week. And I'm like, right, that's fine. He's allowed holidays. And she said, and the thing is, he's booked solid next week. And I'm like, right, okay. And she's like, no, let me just stop. She said, you are actually, because it's results and he wants to talk to you, I can actually slot you in on Tuesday at 2:40 if you can make that appointment. And I said, I'll make sure I make the appointment. Isn't it funny though, guys, how they say they're fully booked, and yet just like that, she could slot me in. Half of the time they speak shit. Oops. But anyway, I didn't tell you what the results were, did I? So, because I'm all over the place in this video. So what they're saying is, when she said, are you due a follow-up? I said, yeah. And then I was talking to her about my tiredness and things. And she said, right. She said, I said, did everything come back okay? And she said, well, everything but. And I said, yes. And she said, it was the thyroid. It came back borderline. And I said, right. I said, well, what does that mean for me? And she said, well, a lot of the time it does come back borderline. So what they might do, they might ask you to repeat the blood test. I'm like, you are kidding me. I'm not going back to that clinic to repeat that blood test when they can barely find my vein. They can never find my vein. And I had an expert doing it last time and she struggled. And I said, look, I said, you know, if you send me back to the blood clinic, surely it's going to come up the same thing. And he said, well, it's not me that's going to be doing it, so just wait until you see the doctor. So now I've got to wait till Tuesday till I see the doctor and figure out what he's going to do. At the end of the day, I don't care what he does. I need something for my energy levels. Even if it's just a case of me saying, look, can I take Barocca? They've got these tablets out called Barocca Energy that you just put in drinks, like put in water. So it's not normal Barocca, it's Barocca Energy. Even if it's just a case of me saying, look, can I take these? Because I've got to be really, really careful of what I can and can't take with me having epilepsy. The chemist wouldn't give them to me. Sorry, I'm not even reading comments yet. I'll go back to that in a second. The chemist wouldn't give them to me just because, obviously, I do suffer with epilepsy. And I need to know what I can and can't take. This is absolutely ridiculous that my energy levels are so low and I'm constantly tired. Like, I can sleep for 6 hours. Not that I ever do. I could sleep for 6 hours, wake up and then feel tired within 10 minutes of waking up. That's how bad I'm finding it. So I'm going to ask for that. And then last night, I found 2 lumps on my kneecap. It's like, why am I getting lumps? Why am I getting lumps on my kneecap if I've not banged it? So I need to go and talk to him about that. I think he's going to send me for an x-ray. Anyway, I'll leave that there. I'll give you an update. I don't know when. But yeah, that's as far as I've got with my health so far, I think. If I remember anything while I'm doing this video, I'll let you know. But let's see what everyone's saying. I'm gone. Right. Yeah, I mean, they'll have to get it sorted on Monday. I bet you it's not just me that's having this issue. The tech team will have to get it sorted. I doubt it's something that the tutor could do. So she'll have to, like, send my details to the tech team and they'll hopefully be in over the weekend and hopefully get it sorted for Monday. I don't want to be stressing out Monday at 9 o'clock that it's still not sorted. No, I don't think that was the reason. I don't think that's what happened. They literally just slotted me in to a space. Because at first she was saying, no, I can't fit you in for the week at all. So I don't think that's what happened, Lisa. Hi, Morag, how are you? Yeah, but does your blood come, like, when they take your blood, do you get collapsed veins? They can never find my veins. It's not an issue going for a blood test. It's just they can never find my veins at all. And last time I went to the doctors, I've had a conversation with you about this. Last time when I went to the doctors, I had bruises all over. You know, if I have to go for another blood test, I'll go for another blood test, but I'd rather not. And a few years ago when I was in hospital, when they was testing me for blood cancer, they had to get the freaking scanning machine out just to find my veins. So no, it's not something that I want to particularly do all over again. Right, blusher. So the blusher that I'm using is in this Dior Glow Designer Iron Face palette. Well, it's eyes, face and lips, but I don't use the lips because they've well and truly expired. But the rest of the products are okay. So blush. Right, let's go in with the blush. I need a brush for that. I mean, I drunk 3 litres of water, but it's like she said, the phlebotomy, she said, you can drink 10. You can drink 10. If there's no vein to be found, there's no vein to be found. And I've just been speaking to my sister and she said, how can no veins, you know, how can they not find a vein? And I just said, the fact is, I've got really, really tricky veins. It's not that there's no vein there. Obviously, there's veins there, but they're really, really tricky. You can't see them in my skin. I mean, you can see them there, but I don't even know how to show you. Oh, that's not working. But up my arm, you literally can't see them, and you see them that side. Up my arm here, you literally can't see them. So, I mean, I do what I have to do by making sure I drink plenty of water. But what else am I meant to do? Okay, I'm going to go in with the Dior. I've been using this as like a blush topper. What shade is that? Pink Gold. Just over the top of that other Dior blush that I used. They literally can't see anything though, Lisa. When I go, they can't see anything. They're pressing and pressing all over where they need to take the blood from. There's nothing there to see. It's like, yes, I'm still here, I'm still alive. Right, I'm going to go in with highlighter, and I've just been using all 3. So that one, that one, that one. So the gold one at the top is called Sheer Gold Pearl. Then this one down here is called Shimmer Rose, and that one's called Golden Peach. Just if you're interested. Obviously you can see I use this more. And I'm actually surprised just how much I like this. Or have been liking it. Anyway, that's my health update for now. Just constant. Right, and then I want to go in with the Hourglass. So let's put these two away. I want to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Universe palette. Just this. I don't know why I put that Dior palette away, because I'll be using it again in a minute. Will I though? Yeah, I will be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the best highlighter palette I've got. I still prefer the Huda Beauty one. The Huda Beauty one though is thick, like the highlighters are very, very thick, whereas the one in the Dior, they're very, very sheer. And I'm comparing them. Hang on. I'm comparing them just because it's the same shades. I should have got them out to show you all. I'm not reaching over now. I don't even know where it is anyway. It's either in the top drawer or the last drawer. Not got a lot of drawers where it could be. Okay, so that's base done. I like it. It's very, very glowy. Right, so we're going to use a Technique Glow Setter Spray. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, and it's glowy and long lasting according to this. I feel like you have to use them a lot of times, and that's why project panning is ideal, because like I've used this so many times in Shop My Stashes, but I've only used it once or twice. But I've been using it consistently, I would say, for a good week or two at this point, and I feel like you need to do that to see if it's something that you want to, you know, just stick around your collection. I don't think it's going anywhere now, whereas 4 weeks ago when I pulled it, I thought I'd be decluttering it. So yeah, it would be a good one to put in a permanent project pan, like a 24 in 2024, to try and use as much of it up as possible. Again, don't get me wrong, I don't absolutely love it, but I don't absolutely hate it either. Right, let's get some primer on. She's only actually brought out that one highlighter palette. She brought it out in the light, medium and dark, I think. I think she still sells it as well. Or last time I looked in Boots, which was last year, it was there. Next live, I'll pull it out and I can show you. I mean, I'm always comparing it, so I feel like if you're a regular watcher, you'll know what it looks like anyway. No lie, it's got the same shades in, but they're just a little bit more chunkier in the Huda palette. Oh, you got Gifted one. If it's in that top drawer, I can show it. It's hard to lean over though. I think it is in this top drawer. Yes. Okay. let me show it to you guys. At the time, don't think of me now. What I'm going to say, don't think of me now is kind of vain. But at the time, not vain, that's the wrong word. Is materialistic the right word? Anyway, it doesn't matter. At the time I bought it for packaging. Doesn't she look beautiful there, Huda? So this one is Light Glow Obsessions. I knew it was Light Obsessions. So that's what it looks like. How similar are they? Let's just put them both together. This one is more sheer. Look at them. Come on, I mean, you can't tell me they're not similar. I should have done one with this, one with that. Should have basically put them all on the cheeks. Maybe that's for another video, another live. How similar are they really? But yeah, at the time of me getting this, I got this much later. I didn't realise just how similar they are. What I should have done is got a different one of these, because I think they've got like 4 of these out. I was going to put that in the drawer. Oh, my drawers have gotten so heavy. I feel like maybe the Huda one will look a little bit powdery on the cheeks, because it's a lot thicker in consistency. I'm just using talk, Andrea, talk. I'm just using the Revolution contour. This has been, it's taken me ages to use this one up. That's why I didn't put it in the project pan. Should have done really, because it is like kind of something that I'm using every day. You want to know what it is? It's a Revolution Pro HD powder contour in Fair. And I don't think I'm going to be using all this. But I think after this one, I'll use this one. Okay. Highlight is definitely done with. Dior palette needs to come back out. My That's Expensive. No, it's not my That's Expensive. It's my fun-sized eyeshadow palette by Natasha Denona needs to come out as well. I think we're going in with that first. I could also use this, because I put this in Project Pan. I have used it a few times. I'll show it to you. So it's that Build Your Own palette with all the Makeup Geek shadows. So, I mean, that's what it looks like. Now I want to use the Natasha Denona one, so it's this one. Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. So I'm going to go in with this one first, which is what exactly? Look at the writing, it's, I don't know if you can see it, but most of it's come off. I think it's industrial. What brushes? I think I want to use this Jaclyn Hill one. Just going to run it through the colour switch. Tell you something though, it looks complex, this teaching course. I'm a bit worried about it. And then they've set up this WhatsApp group for all the people in it. And I know they're just trying to be friendly before the course starts, but that goes off every 2 minutes. And it's like, we haven't even started the course yet and it's going off like this. You know, it's like, oh gosh, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm just wondering how many tutors there are to how many pupils there are, because in one of the sessions that we had to attend, one of the webinars, there was 250 students. So, gosh, can you imagine? Yeah, I like it. I do like this palette though. I mean, I'm using this shade and I don't even know what I'm doing, like, in regards to a look. I think I'm going to have to use the pink from the Dior, which I really, really don't like. Now I've lost a brush. I'm going to have to use this one then. That clearly needs a good wash. I didn't want to use it. Not going to lie, I'm feeling a bit stressed about the entire thing. Come Monday, I'll be a bag of nerves. I was like this on the last course. That was alright, but this has got 3 different systems, and I don't think I've ever used like 3 different systems like that since I worked. And that's been a long time since I worked in an office. I can understand now why they always get some students dropping out. Apparently, within the first couple of days, they normally get like 5 or 10 students that drop out from the course. Well, that's not an option for me. Not now that I've told my work coach at the job centre. Because if I did that, it would be classed as basically not wanting to work. Because you're guaranteed a job interview at the end. And they've said that they place 95% of people into work. So I'd be cutting my nose off to spite my face, really. We'll just have to wait and see what I think on Monday. Maybe I'll do a live on Monday. Depends if I do like a second chance Sunday on Sunday. If I do that, I won't be doing another live so soon, I don't think. You'll be getting sick of all the lives. I'm going to go on with that like greenish shade now. I think it's called 60s. Is it? Am I getting these shades wrong? No, it's called 60s. And that one was called Vintage Taupe. Probably going to need building up. Run it through the crease a bit. Tell you something though, there'll be no more of these late nights. I said to my mum, I need an alarm clock so then I can turn my iPhone off. And then the messages that come through, I'll just have to respond when I've got time. But I think what I'm going to do is just turn my Wi-Fi off at a certain time, like 12, 1 o'clock. Even that's late to be going to sleep. But I can't go to sleep any earlier than that. It's just not me. So I'll do that. And then once it gets to that time, I said to my mum I'll start going to warehouse earlier. Then I'll turn the phone off and I'll just set the alarm. Because my sister was like, how are you going to manage, you know, how are you going to manage getting up at that time? If I have to get up for a certain time, I'll get up for a certain time. You know, it's not like I'm lazy. It's just I've got no routine. And if you've got no routine and you don't need to be anywhere, then you kind of make your own routine, don't you? Which isn't always a good thing. Because my routine sucks at the moment. Not even just for like bedtime and waking up, but for eating. It's just, I eat too late. Oh, and that's another thing I didn't say that I need to go. So when I rang the receptionist up about my blood test, and she booked me in to see the doctors, she said, oh, you need an NHS health check. And I'm like, right. She said, do you just want me to book you in to see the doctor first, and then you can come and see about the health check when you're here? And I said, yeah. And an hour later, I got another phone call from the medical centre. Nearly slipped up then and told you what medical centre it was. And they said, oh, you've got an appointment with Dr. So-and-so. And I said, yes. I thought they was going to ring me to cancel it. And she said, well, we also need to book you in for your NHS health check. And I said, right, okay, can I come in when I see Dr. So-and-so? And she said, no, that won't be an option. And I said, oh, okay. I said, so when can I? And she said, well, the next available appointment is 10th of May. And I said, okay. And then I realised I can't, because I have to take my mum for a diabetic eye screening. So the next appointment after that is the 13th of May, which, believe it or not, is my mum's birthday. So I have to go in then. But in between now and then, where's my glue? In between now and then, I don't know if I can do this because I love my crisps. They're gonna, one of the things that they're gonna monitor, obviously blood pressure, which is always through the roof when I go in to get that monitored, but cholesterol. I don't have a lot of salt on my food. The salt comes from the crisps that I have. And it's probably through the roof now. Literally can't get any out. Crap. Oh, wait. So that's another thing. They did actually send me a message about this NHS health check. I didn't think it was compulsory. I didn't think you had to have it. But they rung me and it was like, well, you have to have it. Don't have to have anything, do you? If you don't want to have it, you don't have it. But it's only a case of going to see the nurse and answering questions and having a blood monitor on and all the rest. So I don't think it makes a difference whether I put it on Do Not Disturb or whether I turn it off completely. Turn the Wi-Fi off, I mean, not the phone, because obviously then the phone won't wake me up for my class. God, could you imagine? Oh yeah, I need that. I keep putting that back, I don't know why. Right, so we're going to go in with this one. Oh, I really don't like it. Use the eyeliners first. And I can just turn the Wi-Fi off as soon as I'm tired. You know, what if I'm not tired at 1 o'clock? or 12:30 or whatever. I mean, once I've got into the routine and gone to bed at a specific time every night, my body should get used to it. Might just start reading. My issue is YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos around. Like, I'll come home from my mum's and I'll come straight into my bedroom and watch YouTube videos. You know, I need to stop doing that, really. I'm just going to sharpen this for next time. Oh, that's very sharp. Look how sharp I've sharpened it. I tight-lined with it. This is only meant to be for the lash line. That one is for tight lining. Well, we won't be doing that today then. I mean, you can't even see now. Do you remember when you could see Precious Opal? You can see it, but it just says Shush Opal. Right. Let's get on with the eyeshadow. This isn't going to take long now. Okay. Again, that one there, they don't have any shade names. That's the only one in the palette I don't really much care for, but I can make it work by using it with the fun-sized Project Pan one. Okay. And if I didn't like all the eyeshadows, I would just put the palette in my face palettes, because I really like that blush. It's just so sheer. I mean, it's not bad, but it's so sheer. There is actually, I think it might be a quintet that Dior have got out, that I really want to get. But they're £55. £55 for 5 small eyeshadows. It's called Cashmere something or other. It's quite cool toned. But yeah, I'm liking cool toned at the moment. Right, so then back in with this one. And I don't know what it is, because it's here and I can't make out the name anymore. But that is my favourite shade in the palette. So I'm going to go over the entire lid. And that's that one. It's so much more pigmented. And I do feel like it's not going to be that much longer. This palette, by the way, is an all year. So it's going to be in the Fun Size Project Pan literally all year. Because I want to hit pan on, if not all of them, most of them. I've not used this as much, but I feel like it's the same formula as that one. Whereas this one, I do feel like it's kind of jam-packed in there, so it'll be harder to hit pan here. But when I'm just using this palette by itself, then I normally go in with this one first, Pixie, and then this one over the top, and it looks really, really nice. Has anyone panned one of them? Just blending this out first. I might make it a bit darker here as well. I've seen like a few people showing panning this palette on Instagram, and I'm like, do you just not have many palettes? So I've been thinking, when I do the declutter, I feel like I've got at least 150. And I was talking to you about it, wasn't I, Lisa? And I was saying, oh, I'd love to get my collection down by at least half. Really, I mean, I'd love to do it like only have 50 palettes. Because I think 50, I say only 50, but a lot of people don't have 50 palettes in their collection. I feel like 50 is more than enough. Why do I have to have so much makeup? I always told myself it was for variety, because I like to use different colours, but now I just feel like an idiot. I feel like I've just spent way too much, and that money could have been spent on something else. I'm just going to go in with a finger. I mean, look at that. Look how metallic it is. And you don't actually have to have this much makeup to have a YouTube channel. I told myself I did. I told myself, well, I need variety. I need to buy all these different palettes. It was definitely mainly eyeshadow palettes. I need to buy all these eyeshadow palettes so I can do reviews. No one bloody listens to me. You know, no one takes... I mean, maybe a few. But I'm not a review channel. I never have been. Who was I kidding or trying to? Myself, I guess. Sorry. I'm going in with this kind of inner corner highlight shade now. I haven't done brows. I thought this was coming along quickly. Sorry about the noise. Oh, I haven't shown you what I'm using. I'm just in a world of my own. So, Photo Op Eyeshadow Trio. This one here. It's like I'm forgetting them doing a live. No worries, I'll speak to you later, Lisa. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eyeshade Brow Gel. Okay, mascara. I'm just going to go in with this 17, another level one. I really like this. I must say this in every video. There we go. Then it's just lipstick, isn't it? So let's see what's in my Project Pan lipsticks. Well, we've got that. I think that'd go nice. Then we've got this one, Lifter Gloss. That would go nice as well. I've already used my MAC one quite a bit, Velvet Teddy, so we won't use that. Christian Dior Rouge Blossom. Oh, I've not used that in ages. Let's use this. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's Rouge Blossom. Shall I put a liner on? Got some liners in my drawer. This one. It's not part of Project Pan or anything. Maybe I should make them part of Project Project Pan. So this one is the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner. It's waterproof. It's got a little sharpener here. What shade is it though? 03 Unforgettable. So it's just a little retractable, and it's a similar shade to that Dior lipstick. I'm going to fill the entire lip in, and then we'll put the lipstick over the top. You could literally just use this. You don't even need to put a lipstick over the top. It's so smooth and creamy. I mean, that looks nice by itself. Like I said, you don't actually need to put a lipstick over the top, but I am in this case. I do really like that. It's normally a little bit too pale for me, this, but that's a really nice shade. I'm going to see how many Project Pan items I've got when I do the Project Pan update. And if I don't have 24, I'm going to drag some lip liners, because look at them all. Yeah. I mean, it's cute though, isn't it? Yeah, we need to start trying to get rid of some of those lip liners. Maybe a neutral and a red. Back to the Christian Dior Rouge Blossom. So that's a shade there. Oh, it's way lighter because of that lip liner underneath. Normally it's a bit darker than this. I do still like it. Right, so that's the overall finished look. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, and I'm hoping to come on Sunday to do that Second Chance Sunday, because there's loads of palettes that I've got that I'm unsure of. I'm unsure of I'm unsure of if I want to keep or declutter them, and I'd like to do a second chance Sunday every week. So I'm hoping to get what I need to get done. And hopefully I'll see you, I don't know about between, it's going to be early because I've got to go to my mum's, so it'll probably be about 7 o'clock. And I'll put it on the community tab this time so you know it's going up. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.